Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. How's everybody doing? Okay. Thanks for tapping in to Jackie with a Q, where the Q stands for Queen, the Q stands for Question, and the Q stands for Quality of Life. Yes, 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 yes. Today, before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what's on your mind. Today is Free Game Friday. And you know, on Free Game Friday, my subscribers ask me a question. And I try to give all the game knowledge and wit that I have about the subject, okay? So today, my one of my subscribers asked, let me get it right. How do I decide if a relationship is worth saving, especially when kids are involved? Now, this is a deep subject, right? Especially as me as a woman, as a mother. I raised my kids alone, right? Tried it 3 different times with 3 different men, 3 different periods of my life, right? My kids are all like 6, 7 years apart, okay? Tried it, didn't work. So I'm going to give you the logical answer. For me, the first time I was young and I tried my best because, we were going to have this fairy tale. I was in college. He was in the service. It was going to work. We was going to have to picket fence and all that good stuff, right? That went awry very quickly. So for me, I did things different because I'm a little unorthodox, right? I just said, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to do any of that, right? I'm going to raise my kids and they're going to get a new daddy and the new daddy going to help me raise them, right? But, for you good girls, right? If you're with somebody and you have children with them, you have to, what I call, weigh it out, right? Now, of course, if a man is abusive to you and abusive to the kids, that's a no. That's a negative, right? But if it's just that you guys are just not getting along, you just don't like them anymore. Because sometimes you can just not like somebody. You look at them and say, oh, I don't even like you no more, right? And you got kids with them. Now, I know some women, a lot of women, stay with a man for the sake of the children. Now, what happens with that? That's a good thing. I applaud you. But your mental health needs to be good in order to raise your kids, right? So if you're with somebody that's just eating at your soul, I don't think that's a good thing for the sake of the children, right? Now, you have to weigh it out. If he's a good father, he does everything, he's paying bills, he's doing everything a man need to do, y'all just don't like each other, that's something different, right? Because you may need him and your kids may definitely need him. If he's a good guy, he's a good dad, you need to weigh it out and think about it. Because sometimes as a mother, you have to sacrifice for your children. You have to sacrifice and bite the bullet, take one for the team, and be with that man, right? But if the energy in the house is not good, that's not good. And you can think that your kids don't know, but they know. They know. And you don't want to set the table, right, or set the stage for your kids to repeat the pattern that you did, right? Because whether it's good or bad, your kids are, they watch you. They're watching you, right? And so if they see harmony and love, that's beautiful. But if they see distension and hatred and meanness, you don't want them to grow up with that either. You know what I'm saying? So you have to weigh it, or you either have to change your attitude. Now, you can't change no one else, right? Only thing you can do is change you in a situation. I was in a situation with somebody and we was in the same house and I didn't even talk to him, right? Because I decided if this was going to be, then I'm not going to have any conversations with you, right? Because I'm not going to spend my days and my nights arguing with somebody, right? And at the time, I needed them financially, right? So we're going to just live 2 separate lives. You do your thing, I'm going to do mine. And as long I don't want to really say this the way I want to say it, but as long as the bills got paid and I had what I needed, then go ahead with your life, right? Now, that gets exhausted after a while because we all, I don't care what nobody says, we all want love. We all want love, right? So to be with somebody for, being with somebody for kids is one thing, that's a big sacrifice. But to be with somebody for financial reasons, and you may have kids and have to be with them, right? That's something different. You have to, like I said, you have to weigh that. I would never tell anybody to leave their man, leave their spouse, leave their husband. I would never tell anybody that because that's not my job to do. That's not my place to do, right? But I do believe that you must have your happy. You must have your happy. Now, as a mother, I do know whatever your energy is, that's going to be your kids' energy, right? So if you're not happy and you're sad, your kids are going to be the same way. So that man may need to go. Now, what I do know, it's hard for a man, especially when he has kids by you, to, for whatever reason, men think they own you, right? It's hard for a man to, to let go. See, a man likes to quit you. He don't want you to quit him, right? Black men, I don't know nothing about no other kind of man. I'm talking about black men, right? They don't want you to quit them, right? So that could be a delicate situation. There's a lot of factors in being with somebody or not being with somebody, and kids are involved. It's a lot of factors, right? Because first of all, does he have enough sense for you all to be still friendly and co-parent? That's number one. That's number one, right? Because when you're in a relationship, it should be all about happy. It's true, people are going to have arguments and disagreements, but then they should never go that big because there's love involved, right? If you have to be arguing and stuff with somebody, that's not good. You shouldn't even be in that. You shouldn't even be in that. Because me, myself, I believe in fairy tales. Yes, I do. I believe in fairy tales, and I believe you can be totally happy with your partner. If your partner's not making you totally happy, then you need to get away from them. Real simple, right? All a man can bring to me is peace, joy, and happiness, right? You can't bring me no drama. You can't bring me no negativity. You can't bring me no abuse. You can't bring me no disrespect. You can't bring me no disloyalty. And disloyalty is on a lot of different levels, right? Besides cheating, we got to have a bond where what I say to you stay with you and what you say to me stay with me, right? So, staying with somebody just because of the children, I don't know, because I don't know all the details in it, but I do think that needs to be weighed out. And for me, put it on a piece of paper. Put the good qualities down on one side, put the bad on the other side, and see where you end up. If you have more bad than good, then that should give you your answer right there. Then you have to decide on the children because children are very attached, right? And if he's not the kind of man that's going to co-parent, a lot of men, if they're not with you, they don't want to be bothered with the kids either. They just go on about their business, start a whole new family somewhere else, right? You got to weigh the logical level of the person that you're dealing with. You got to weigh what he's working with mentally, right? Is he capable of having a good relationship with you and seeing the kids? Can he come get the kids without being weird, right? Can you drop him off without him being weird? What kind of man would he panic if he see you with somebody? All those factors, or if you see you and your kids with somebody, all of that goes into the matter. Because I just can't see being with somebody for 18 years, 22 years, whatever, and we don't like each other, or I don't like you, we not in love. That's a waste of time and space. God put us on this earth to be happy. And if somebody's not making you happy, you gotta do something about that. Because kids, one thing I do know, kids will adapt. So let's say you break up with this person, you got kids by them, and you break up with them. They'll adapt. They'll adapt to not seeing them. They'll adapt to seeing them in a different kind of space. Children are adaptable. So you have to get your happy. I'm going to say that all the time because, I chase happy down. I'm going to be happy no matter what, right? And I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy. When I was younger, I didn't really understand how to do that. But at this age, no, I'm going to be happy. That's what I look for. Can we laugh and giggle together? Can we laugh and giggle together? Can we put our money together? So you got kids, can we take care of our children together? You can't, I don't suggest staying with somebody for the sake of some kids and you miserable, that's you wasted 20 years of your life. That's a big chunk, right? So I don't suggest that, but it just depends on what your situation is. Everybody's situation is different. I really don't suggest that though, because you can find happiness with someone else who will love you and your children, right? And then your children have another person to love them. They got their dad, they got you, and whoever Mr. Bill come along. They're gonna love Mr. Bill too, right? So you have to that's a decision that you have to sit and pray and give to God, right? You really have to get at God and wait for an answer and listen. I just always suggest that, I don't believe in being with nobody that's not making me happy and that I'm not having a good time with. I don't believe in that, right? Because you put on earth to enjoy life. That's the bottom line, right? Enjoy life. And if you're not enjoying life, you wasting time with that person, right? And I don't believe in I don't allow people to waste my time. I just don't. I don't allow people to waste my time. It's okay. Like I said, I'm single. So yeah, I talk to a lot of guys. I thought, go out with you once, maybe twice. I already know this ain't going nowhere. So I'm not gonna waste your time. And I'm not going to allow you to waste mine, right? And it's okay. We grown. So with kids, like I said, it's different. It depends on the age of the kids, too. Now, if they little babies, they don't even know. They ain't going to know. But it depends on the maturity of the man, right? Is he mature enough to allow you guys to be not together? See, that's the question. Is he mature enough to allow you all not to be together, right? Can he handle seeing you with somebody else? Can he handle seeing his kids with somebody else? Can he handle taking care of his kids without being with you? Because a lot of times it's the ego, right? They got an ego. You know what I'm saying? And if you got, men think you're their property, right? And if he's really that want you, he'll marry you, right? Now, if you guys married, you have to do it the legal way and go through the courts, right? If you're not married and y'all just having all these kids and in the house together, that ain't, you're not obligated to him. You're not obligated to him and he ain't obligated to you, right? You want to do the best thing for your children, of course. But I just don't believe in raising kids in a negative atmosphere. I just don't. And like I said, kids will adapt. If y'all break up and he going about his business, let's say he never come back, they'll adapt to that too. You'll have to, I do believe in talking to children depending on their age and depending on their maturity level, right? Letting them know what's going on in a matter such as that. Daddy gone. He may come back, he may not. You know what I'm saying? But you got mommy. Mommy gonna always be here. Mommy gonna always be here. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to and in the case of y'all break up, let's say y'all break up. So you show your kids love, show them extra love because they need that to make them feel secure that they're going to still be all right, right? I believe in that. I believe in that. I went through some horrific times, especially with my younger son, and he didn't even know they were horrific till he got grown and realized, because I believe in showering with love and giving them the attention and the time that they need, and the little things that you can give them, give it to them, right? I believe in making sacrifices. Like I said, I have 3 kids, 3 different ages. 3 different age groups. You know what I'm saying? And every child is different, right? But I believe that you surround them with love and they'll be all right. Because it's much better to have him gone and erase the negativity than to have him there and have all that negativity in there. That ain't doing no good for the kids. That's doing no good for the kids, right? And the longer you're in a relationship that's not working, see, because men they don't think like women think, right? So if you still laying down with this man, he think y'all together. Now, even though you say, I don't want you here, I don't like you, you still having sex with him. As far as he's concerned, y'all still together, right? So you have to draw the line. I learned that young too. You have to draw a line, because if you keep laying down with a man, interacting with him in that way, in his mind, he don't even hear the words you're saying. He don't hear it. All he knows is what's going on. Now, when you stop and cut off that thing, then he hear you, right? So you have to be careful with that. You can't say one thing and then do another. You know, if you really don't want to be bothered with him, stop the sex. Number two, start preparing to be on your own and take care of your kids, because 9 times out of 10 he may go on about his business for a moment. He may come back, he may not. But a lot of times that's what happens, right? So you have to think of the what ifs. You know, okay, we're not gonna be together. What I'm gonna do about this, and that? You have to think into the future because you're the head, right? And so you have to think of all the different things that can go wrong, all the different things that can go right. But you have to be prepared for them because once again, you're the head. When your kids is hungry, when they sad, when they happy, when they mad, when they whatever, they look to you. They look to you. You know, and you got to be the one to figure it out, right? So you have to think about all those factors. Like, am I ready to be alone? But, you know, I still just believe in the betterment of your child's mental health. You know, if shit is funky in there, get rid of that. You know, that bad energy is a drag. You know, you want your kids to be happy. Kids are supposed to be happy. You know, and I'll talk about this in my book. I had went through a very horrific time, and my son didn't even know. And like I said, until he got grown, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to create a good atmosphere for your children. I believe in that. You have to create a good atmosphere, no matter what they see outside, no matter what is going on. You have to create a good atmosphere for your kids. And if that man is making a bad atmosphere, you have to get rid of him. Real simple, you know. But that's a big decision to make. And like I said, I would never tell anybody what to do. I would just suggest, you know, because when it comes to matters of a heart and a man and a woman, I would never tell none of my friends, girl, leave that. Well, I would. Yes, I'm telling a lie. I'm telling a lie. Because I told one of my friends that not too long ago, right? But, you know, you have to be careful with that, right? Yeah, I did. I just thought about that. I told one of my friends, you know, because that's my friend. She's my sis, right? And, you know, leave that nigga, man. Fuck him, right? If he ain't I believe in this. If the person that you being with not treating you right, you are not obligated to be with him. You know, respect yourself, love you enough to let him go, right? Don't allow anybody to play with you, misuse you, mistreat you. You know, you a queen. Understand that. And there's responsibilities to being with a queen, right? Don't let anybody treat you wrong and treat you bad because they messed up, right? Because a lot of times it's the person's insecurities and their own issues they dealing with. You know, a lot of people shouldn't even be in a relationship, right? Because you need to get you together. You need to be healed from whatever traumas you went through in life, right? And because if not, you'll bring that right on with you, right? You bring all that right on with you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn how to get yourself together, right? So you can be prepared and be ready, you know, to receive someone in your life, right? So a lot of times people get together, well, he cute, I'm cute, we be together, right? But it's a little more than that, you know what I'm saying? It's a little deeper than that. And that's why a lot of times relationships don't last, because we lusting and looking, and we're not really looking at the inside, what they got to offer from the inside, right? But anyway, like I said, you know, if you're in a bad relationship and it's not working for you, you need to really sit down, think, reevaluate, pray, and then come up with a good decision. Okay? So that's my answer for, you know, should you stay in a relationship, what to do when you're in a bad relationship and you still have kids, right? Again, today is Free Game Friday. So drop down in the comments, guys, and let me know what you want to discuss next Friday. We still in the Black Lives Matter movement, guys. Don't forget, ain't nothing changed. We gonna win this to the end, right? So still, you know, be aware of your surroundings. Don't let them Karens get on your nerves, right? And everybody have a great weekend. Stay down.